I'd like to welcome to Art in the Air Spotlight from the 4th Street Theater, be Laura Blythe. She's the producer of the annual 10-Minute Play Festival, which they've been doing for quite a few years. They'll be running in August, like August 21st through the 30th. And she's going to tell us all about it because there's several plays they're going to be having. This is the first time here to the Art in the Air Spotlight. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you. I'm very glad to be here
Yeah.
and talk about this 10-Minute Play Festival, which is one of the most popular things 4th Street Theater puts on each year. This is the 12th annual. So if you come to the 10-Minute Play Festival, you will actually see 8 10-minute plays. So not just one play, but 8. And we have 4 comedies and 4 dramas. So one of the comedies involves a couple at a bar that has little mistaken identity situation. There's another one about an older person dating somebody that turns out to be a robot. There's one about people trying to write a grant where they are not allowed to use certain words, so that becomes a complication. And one involves a doctor's office where a person comes in and can't figure out where any humans are. There's just a voice. And then the dramas, one, if you are an Eagles fan, is sort of based on the Hotel California song, a kind of a time travel drama. There's another one called A Flicker, about a flickering streetlight and what it means to 2 different men. One, I love this title. It's Hope Springs a Turtle. And that involves a fake turtle that becomes significant to somebody. And a final one involves 2 people who end up finding they have a shared stressful experience from their past. So you can see that in all these 8 plays, there's a great variety of topics.
So, Laura, is there breaks between the plays, and is there an ultimate, like maybe longer intermission? So, how is it set up? What can people expect?
People can expect to see 4 plays, and they alternate comedy, drama, and then we have an intermission. At 4th Street, we always joke that the intermission lasts as long as the line to the restroom. And then the other 4 plays are performed. And at the end, the audience gets to vote for their audience favorite, a favorite drama, and a favorite comedy. And after the run of the festival, it is tallied. And at our cast party after the last performance, we get to find out which was the audience favorite drama and comedy.
And then does it get produced again, or?
It does not generally get produced again, but when we had the 10-year anniversary, we did bring back a couple of the audience favorites that we could, finding the actors and so forth as a celebration.
Nice.
So, I'm a playwright, and maybe I want to be in your 10-minute play festival. How do you? What's the process for that? I mean, now obviously this year this is done, but after this one, when do you start looking for plays? How do you look for it? Are they local? Can you take them anywhere? Tell us all the whole process of picking the plays.
Sure. Well, the process is that there is a date. Usually, it's in early March for playwrights to submit their plays. And we limit it to the first 100. We learned the hard way that if you take whatever comes, one year there were 400 scripts submitted. So we limit it to the first 100. And then there's a committee of 7 people. It can vary from year to year, who read all 100 scripts and rank them. And then as a committee, we get together to decide on which 8 will be performed. And the playwrights this year range anywhere from Illinois to Florida, a couple in New York State, and some of them are published previously. And one of them this year, this is the first play they've ever written.
Yeah. Do you have any local people from like your own organization that submit?
We do, and we've had some that have been produced in the past, but this year none were selected, and the selection process is anonymous. We don't know who wrote the plays until afterwards, so that can prevent any bias.
Excellent. Maybe you can speak to some of the other things 4th Street has going on coming up in the season after you do this. I know you have a fairly busy, consistent season. So anything else coming up after this?
Yes, we do. By the way, we just finished Hamlet, the first time we've done any Shakespeare.
Right, with Grant Fitch,
Um,
yeah. And he was
right.
on our show and telling us about how he kind of modernized a few of the key words in it.
Yes, yes. It was a very successful and it was exciting. There were a number of new people to 4th Street too, which we always love having, new people join. The next play coming up is Goodnight Mother, and it's a drama where it's just has two women in it, a mother and a daughter. Speaking of Grant Fitch, I believe they're going to have his One Man Christmas Carol again. He does that annually. So those you can look forward to before the year is out.
Excellent. In our final minute here, tell us about how people can find what dates, tickets, and information about that, and website.
Yes, it's if you just Google 4th Street Theater with the number 4, 4th Street Theater in Chesterton, it'll get you right there. And all the information is on the website. You could also order tickets if you choose to online. There's also a way to just call the theater and reserve your ticket and pay when you arrive at the performance. So either way you prefer to do it.
Sounds great. That's
Great.
Laura Blythe, the producer of the annual 10-minute play festival, 4th Street Theater. It'll be running August 21st through the 30th. And you can see 8 great little productions that are 10 minutes long. And you can find out information online at 4th Street Theater or 4th Street NCCA.com. Laura, thank you for what's going on Art in the Air Spotlight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for the rundown on the plays.
Art on the Air is brought to you by Ember Forge Consulting, with end-to-end expertise in learning strategy, design, and implementation. Ember Forge turns your organization's knowledge into impact. To learn more, visit emberforgeconsulting.com.